Well, I had hoped to have been in Laughlin, Nevada on my Royal Enfield GT650 named Martini, but we had a little problem 2 weeks ago. Let me tell you about it here. Let's walk out here in the hot Arizona sun and I'll tell you what happened. So what happened was 2 Fridays ago, I had taken Vanley, our van, to get fuel. So my wife drives this and follows me to the locations, and I ride Martini, my Continental GT. Well, what happened was, and I'm a retired trucker, and so this is even a bigger mistake than it would have been for somebody else, but it was a big mistake I made. So it was a Friday, it was about 1 o'clock, and I just gotten off work, and I went over to get fuel at the grocery store we shop at. And I was daydreaming, totally daydreaming. And the diesel handle is on the far left, and the 3 grades of gasoline are on the right, with the highest grade of gasoline on the farthest right. Well, what I did was, I was just spaced out, totally in a daydream mode, couldn't wait to get on Martini to go to Laughlin, Nevada. And I grabbed the high-octane gasoline and filled up 18 gallons of gasoline into my diesel-powered Mercedes Sprinter. Those new green stickers I purchased recently to remind me. Now, I know it's a bonehead mistake, but when I was a trucker, our diesel fuel handles were twice as big as what they do at the grocery store for people who put diesel into their automobiles and light-duty vans. Because we were filling up 200 gallons at a time at the truck stop, so they were much wider and to fill up that much gas, so you didn't have to wait for an hour. But like a bonehead, I sure enough put 18 gallons of gasoline in a diesel van. Well, when I put the nozzle back on the pump, I saw the handle was black, the diesel handle is green, and I knew immediately what I had done. I had pumped 18 gallons of premium unleaded gasoline into my diesel van. I also knew that if I drove it, I would ruin the motor. So I called my insurance company. I have free towing. They sent out a tow truck right to where I filled it up. I didn't drive it one bit. Sent it to a shop I trust. And $500 later and $70 of premium unleaded fuel, I learned a $570 lesson where they dropped the gas tank and drained the fuel. Now, people tell me that can happen. That it does happen all the time. I know it happens all the time, but I'm a retired trucker. Number one, people get into vehicles that people lend them sometimes. So they get into an unfamiliar vehicle. Somebody says, hey, you can use my vehicle. They don't know it's a diesel. They fill it up with gasoline. That's how it happens. It also happens if you're at a work site and you're jumping in and out of different vehicles. Some of them are gas, some of them are diesel, and people fill them up. It also happens with people like me who just grabbed the wrong pump. So I got a lot of condolences from everybody saying, hey, this happens all the time. But what happened to you is what most people don't do, is you stopped, you realized your mistake, and you got it towed. Otherwise, people drive them. They drive them until it stops and they ruin the motor. So that's why I haven't been filming in the last 2 weeks. But we are good to go now. The vehicle is great. I wanted to leave Friday, but something came up last minute and I couldn't leave last Friday. This is Sunday. So sure enough, I'm going to go with my wife, bringing the van behind me, and we're going to go to Laughlin this Friday. So I just wanted to update you about what was going on, what had happened, and can't wait to start the adventure for this spring and summer, showing you a lot of new sights in Arizona, along with Martini, my 2021 Royal Enfield Continental GT 650. Thanks for watching.